So the average sales price for a single family detached home here in Lethbridge has decreased over the past 2 months. Now that indicates that the Bank of Canada raising interest rates is doing its job and starting to slow the market. Now according to CBC, since February the Canadian real estate market has dropped 13%, but that's really not the case here in Lethbridge. Hey, my name is Mitch Hardy from LethbridgeRealEstate.com. Today we're looking back at last month and what the real estate market's doing. So in June of 2022, we saw 171 sold listings for an average sales price of $390,000. Days on market is 38. Now those days on market have been slowly raising over the past 2 months as well. And this indicates that we're probably moving from a seller's market more into a balanced market. Now what that means is there's just a similar amount of advantage to a buyer and a seller. So obviously seller's market, the seller has an upper hand, and a buyer's market, the buyers have the upper hand, but in a balanced market, it's really equal or balanced. Now, if you're selling right now, it's really important to not look at comparable data as much as what your competition is. So what I mean by that is if you're looking at homes that sold around 60 days ago, they likely sold for an increased price than they would have been selling for today. So you want to look at your competition. What are you competing against if your house is on the market right now? So if there's only one other house on the market right on your street, then you know you're only competing against that one other house. Now if there's a ton of houses on the street, well, you're competing against a lot of them. So you want to look at what they're priced at, what their condition is, and you want to be in the top of the pack, because as these days on market start to trend up, we're going to see homes sitting on the market for longer and longer, and you need to be really aware that potentially we're going to continue to see a real estate market slowly drip down a little bit, and you don't want to chase that price down as it goes. Now, I don't think that we're going to see a massive price correction. Some of the media is talking about 20% here in Canada. That really speaks to Toronto and Vancouver. Lethbridge, you know, we've talked about potentially a price plateau or maybe a slight correction, but it still is important that you get your house sold for the top dollar. And the way that we can accomplish that is not by chasing that market down, but really looking at what our competition is, using the comps as a little bit of a temperature setting, and then adjusting from there so we can pick the perfect price and put as much money into your pocket as possible. So like always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can email me, text me, reach out down here on social media. I'd love to chat with you guys soon.